Think global and act local is what makes us believe to bring in loads of new innovation and research to our workplace. We believe in the most inevitable transformation of the technology and activities that surrounds us doing so. Welcome to GHRCE NewsDesk, and let's glance through the events conducted last week. Few highlights. AICT sponsored 1-week online short-term training program on current biomedical application of 3D printing and additive manufacturing from 2nd to 7th November 2020. GHRCE Department of Management Studies organized 1-week online FDP on research methodology. Patent granted for the invention, development of gripping mechanism for the prosthetic head, and National Unity Day, Rashtriya AICT Day was celebrated by NSSL of GHRCE Nagpur. Now the news in detail. AICT sponsored 1-week online short-term training program on current biomedical application of 3D printing and additive manufacturing from 2nd to 7th November 2020. Nowadays, the 3D printing and additive manufacturing represents a big opportunity to help medical companies to create more specific drugs, enabling a rapid production of medical implants and changing the way that doctors and surgeons plan procedures. Patient-specific 3D printed anatomical models are becoming increasingly useful tools in today's practice of precision medicine and for personalized treatment. In the future, 3D printed implants organs will probably be available, reducing the waiting lists and increasing the number of lives saved. In view of this, GHRCE College of Engineering had organized AICTE sponsored 1-week online short-term training program on current biomedical application of 3D printing and additive manufacturing from 2nd to 7th November 2020. The STTP was inaugurated in the presence of Colonel B. Venkat, Director of Faculty Development, AICT New Delhi, as chief guest of the function, and Dr. Prashant Kumar Jain, IIT DM Jabalpur, as guest of honor. There were 16 prominent speakers from IIT, NIT, and medical research institutes invited for the expert talk on 3D printing and its application in biomedical domain. The resource person invited were Dr. Rashmi Udanwadikar, VNIT Nagpur, Dr. Pawan Sharma, SV, NIT Surat, Dr. Y. Ravikumar, NIT Warangal, Dr. Sandeep Dahake, VNIT Nagpur, Dr. A. M. Kuthe, VNIT Nagpur, Moala Gopinath, IIT Hyderabad, Dr. Lokendra Singh, CII MS Hospital Nagpur, Dr. Rupesh Khair, BETIC Center IIT Bombay, Dr. Sushil Mankar, NKP Salve Hospital Nagpur, Dr. Mohar Taufik, NIT Bhopal, Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, MNNIT Allahabad, and Dr. Sandeep Dahake, VNIT, and Dr. Vishal Francis, LPU Punjab. For this STTP, more than 200 participants from 11 different states like Tamil Nadu, Jammu Kashmir, Karnataka, Rajasthan, MP, and others, and from reputed institutes like IIT Bombay, NITTR Chandigarh, Government Engineering College Pune, Jammu, Nagpur, Aurangabad, and Amravati, and Kalinga University Bhubaneswar had done registration. Organizing team Dr. Vibha Bora, Dr. Santosh Jaju, Dr. Abhay Khalakkar, and other team members had worked hard under the guidance of Dr. Sachin Unthavle, Director, GHRCE Nagpur, for the success of this STTP. Moving on to the second story of the day, GHRCE Department of Management Studies organized 1-week online FDP on research methodology. 1-week online FDP on research methodology was orchestrated by Department of Management Studies at GHRCE College of Engineering, Nagpur. The faculty development program was held from 27 to 31st October 2020. There were 15 live sessions on different topics of research methodology such as research design, univariate and bivariate analysis, data analysis through SPSS, etc. Each session was allotted a time duration of 2 hours and had been facilitated through Cisco WebEx. The program intended to enrich knowledge and intellectually stimulate the participating faculty members. The guest speaker of the FDP were Dr. Dharmendra Dubey, a renowned researcher and faculty member currently associated with Symbiosis Institute of Health Sciences, Symbiosis International University, Pune. He has worked as a research officer at UPHSSP World Bank Project, Senior Statistical Officer at AIIMS and Research Officer at TISS Mumbai. Other eminent speakers who conducted the sessions were Dr. Shaini Chib, Director, DNIMS Nagpur, Dr. Ashish Linge, Dr. Mujahid Siddiqui, Dr. Saket Bansal, and Dr. Prashant Dhanwalkar. Senior faculty members from the institution also acted as resource person and have delivered effective sessions during this 5 days FDP. Dr. Santosh Jaju and Professor Sanjeev Kumar were the members of advisory committee, and Professor Janvijay Shukla and Professor Nausheen Maladhari were the convener of this FDP. There were 70 participants comprising of faculties and research scholars across Vidarbha who also cleared the assessment test commenced on last day of FDP. Feedback received from participants was very commendable. Dr. Vinod Chandrekar presided the valedictory session, and Dr. Dilip Singh, co-convener of the program, proposed a formal vote of thanks. The program proved to be grand success under the able guidance and leadership of Dr. Sachin Untawale, Director GHRCE. The institution is committed to provide the best quality education and is an undisputed leader in the field of education. Moving on to the next story, adding another feather to its cap, GHRCE and GHR Labs and Research Center has been granted another patent for the invention, development of gripping mechanism for the prosthetic hand. The inventors are Sagar Vilasrao Ganorkar and Dr. Santosh B. Jaju. The mechanism consists of two springs which acts as mechanical link and support two fingers arranged one above another. Two springs are arranged in series and joined by flexible material. This material leads to resist transfer load of upper spring on lower spring during deflection. Thread is used to apply load on spring to get deflection. DC motor is used to create required tension in the thread, which leads to deflection of spring. Cost of the prosthetic hand is low as no mechanical linkages are used. Further, weight of spring is low and hence the mechanism is of low weight. Since no mechanical linkages involved, the operation is noiseless and smooth. This hand will have advantages like adjustable grasp and dexterity. Realistic finger movement, joints, that is springs, are actuated independently. Actuators can be mounted anywhere. Low friction, has no joints. Moving on to the last story of the day, National Unity Day. Rashtriya Ekta Day was celebrated every year on 31st October on behalf of birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. By keeping in view this important day, National Service Scheme of GHRCE College of Engineering, Nagpur has celebrated National Unity Day on 31st October 2020. Due to this pandemic situation, COVID-19, this program was arranged through online mode WebEx platform. In this program, Professor Mangesh Borkar gave the preamble of the program and shared the various information about the life and work of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel through PowerPoint presentation. He talked about the personal details, biography, education, leadership qualities, social work, fighting for independence, public relationships, satyagraha in Gujarat, political integration in India, and demise of Sardar Patel. After this, Dr. Sachin Untawale, Director GHRCE, read and gave the pledge for unity to all attendees. He also addressed the attendees in terms of 46 staff members, students, and other dignitaries, including Dr. P.V. Valke, Dr. M.M. Khanapurkar, Deputy Director, were present for the program. This program was well organized by Professor Mangesh Borkar, NSS Program Officer under the guidance of Dr. Sachin Untawale, Director GHRCE Nagpur. Well, today we have come to the end of GHRCE News Desk. Hope to catch up with more interesting facts, figures, and activities with yet another edition. Until we meet, yes, Manish Nair, signing off. Bye-bye.